Oh, yeah, it's the sweet, sweet sounds of another episode of the Social Distance Drinking Club. This time it's August? When the hell did that happen? What?
A couple days ago?
I mean, I understand how it actually happened and when it happened. I'm just saying, like, think about this. We were sitting here talking about things should be over in a bit in March, and here we are, it's August.
Wait, it's not March anymore. It just feels like it's been taking a long time to get through March.
It's March. It's 5th March, 6th March, 7th March.
March on record.
It just keeps being March.
This lousy Smarch weather.
I could accept an argument for this is actually August 2021, and who knows what the hell happened.
I would take it.
Yeah, totally take it.
For like somebody to show up. I'm hoping Bill and Ted was a real thing, and this like just time machine traveling booth that appears somewhere in the middle of Washington D.C. and they're like, guys, it's gonna be fun.
New Bill and Ted 3 trailer came out today. Pretty excited about that.
I haven't seen it, but I did see news of it.
I'm very excited.
I can't believe that's actually happening, because now that that's happening, I feel like when people say, are they going to make a sequel to Coming to America? I'm like, they might at this point. Yes.
Let's go. Arsenio Halls could use a check, I'm sure. So
You're not sure there is a sequel to Coming to America. Like, that's actually a thing.
I thought it was a joke. They're actually doing that?
It has an IMDb page and everything.
wow.
All right.
Today I learned.
I had no idea. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. Tell us what you're drinking in the comments, and apparently tell us what movie you want to see a sequel to, because don't make another Matrix, Wachowski brothers. Calm down.
Oh, that's happening. That's happening.
Why? Why is this happening?
Why not?
There are movies that were overmade, some of them for the sake of novelty. I feel like The Transporter was just, again, I love Liam Neeson, an excuse for Liam Neeson to run around and occasionally kill things, right?
Transporter wasn't Liam Neeson.
Or not Liam Neeson, Jason Statham. Or anything with Liam Neeson, really. But anything with Jason Statham is him just running around killing things. That's it.
I'll say I'm fine with Transporter. Crank or whatever the one was where he had to keep his heart rate up the whole time. That was a cash grab. That was the biggest cash grab of all time.
Also, speaking of Liam Neeson movies, Yusuf, clearly you saw a different version of Love Actually than I saw.
You know what movies they need more of is the Fast and Furious movies. Because those get like dumber and dumber and better with every iteration. I feel like.
Indeed. I wish they hadn't added the 4th act to the most recent one. That would have been better.
Is there like a wiki for Fast and Furious? Is where they figure out whether like Tokyo Drift is canon or they
effectively retconned Tokyo Drift to make it canon. I think they did a pretty good job of integration.
It's fair. How many of those are there now?
8.
Because the last 2 had nothing to do with cars.
That's the best part about it. They started as like stealing cars and racing cars, and now they're just like action people fighting terrorists and everything. Like they're so different from like the most recent one to the first one. Like the range is ridiculous. And I love it.
And to bring it full circle, Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. That's the theme of the show today.
Gentlemen, what are you drinking? Let's start with you, Mr. Ledford.
I'm cranky old man because I'm just tired of the whole Drecker nonsense, and like there are other beers that exist in the world. So quit buying $6 cans of fruit juice. I'm drinking a Drecker Chonk. It's really good. I'm just kidding. It's so good. You should buy it all. Believe the hype. It's a smoothie. I don't even care if it has alcohol in it. Screw it.
I'm excited to get some. Our friend Sam Frazier is probably going to bring some over to me. It's very nice. Speaking of which, he says he's drinking Sherry, Electric City's Mango Rhine Sorbet IPA. And Mr. Tony Jackson, please tell Tony Jackson we say hello. Mr. Barry.
I went a little hard yesterday, and so I'm still on the recovery side. So I'm going to pull a Yusuf and try this fancy hard seltzer that has vitamins in it, and supposedly might be good.
Guys, did I wake up in an alternate reality or universe, or is that man holding a seltzer?
What I like, though, is he says it has vitamins in it. I wonder how much of a selling point that is for those things. I'm going to get this because it has
when you're buying it from a Sprouts, I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of. Yeah.
Is it organic?
Certified gluten-free.
Fair enough.
Less than 1%. Less than 1% juice, but not 0, which is fascinating to me.
Let's say, insofar as Brett is the closest thing we have on this show to a soccer mom, it definitely does track. Childless soccer mom, but soccer mom nonetheless. You do suburbia very well, Brett.
What vitamins are in there again, you said? C?
Vitamin C, 18 milligrams, which it says is 20%. It puts iron at 4 milligrams, which is 2% of your daily suggested allowance. I don't know.
All of this sounds like fake. Like you don't really need 2% iron in a fizzy drink, but all right, I'll take it. It's fine.
Yeah, this is a pineapple mango one. I'm not sure about it.
Well, we saw it. You guys saw it here first. He's drinking a seltzer. It's true. Mr. Green, what do you think?
I found this tombstone in the fridge. I think Adam Ledford sent it this way, and I don't remember if I was supposed to share it with anyone. Like, if that's the case, apologies to the people I'm supposed to share it with, because I'm not sharing it with you all.
Nah, man. Turn it up.
IPA with Citra, Idaho 7, and Strata. It's delicious.
Well, instead of a seltzer today, guys, I went super classy. And I also went a little hard last night. So I have a little bit of gin, but trade secret, this sparkling ice stuff mixed with some liquor makes for a great, simple, cheap drink. It's really nice. So yeah, just a little sparkling ice, but afterwards we're going Las Frescas. This stuff is good. It's so
going hard. You both said you went hard yesterday. What does that entail for you guys?
Well, it doesn't mean we went stumped.
For people like us who drink a decent amount to begin with, like, what's the next level? We went hard yesterday.
Ooh. Brett, I'll let you take that one.
I mean, the fact that I'm struggling to describe it probably tells you the state of my mind by the end of the evening, which is, I think, in and of itself, the way to describe what going hard means for me.
Adam, I don't remember. No, I actually do. It was just less sleep than I wanted and later than I wanted and probably more booze than I should have. But that's about it. That's going hard, you know. Look, we're getting old. This machine doesn't run the way it used to. At some point, people like, where's the tipping point? Because I remember in college.
I'm going to distance him because he's talking about how old he is, and he's by far the youngest person on this show.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Yeah. Yusuf, I've got that news for you. For me, it seemed like in the last year or two, like around 34, 35 is when the alcohol tolerance dropped dramatically.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Yusuf, it gets worse.
Of course, that also combined with when I really started to dive deeper into craft beer and like 14+% ABV stouts. So that also might have something to do with it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I guess it's all downhill from here.
I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, but hey, I'm not the one whose name is currently Cranky Old Man. If you guys take a look, try to find our. Where'd we go?
If we shout out PJ.
Did shout out PJ.
Susan Blue's great.
I am going to privilege check myself for being younger.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. He's Cranky Old Man, but if you look at the rest of these are our Instagram handles. And again, thank you guys for joining us. But I do have a special guest that decided to pop on, guys, if you don't mind. I still wanted to come join us for a drink. And I think he's there. He's a little choppy. Hopefully his internet's a little better than it looks to me. But, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Earl Watford.
Hey, what's up, Earl?
What's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. Good. How are you?
Not much. Trying to find some service.
Well, I'm officially
you
not
guys
the
hear me?
youngest anymore.
Yeah.
We can indeed.
Nope. That didn't work.
For those of you who don't know,
Let me see if
Earl,
Wi-Fi works here.
formerly of the Arizona Cardinals and most recently the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive lineman and beer friend. We met over beers, and he has shared beers with all of us here, and we're happy to have him. Thanks for joining us, brother.
Cheers.
If you've got
Natty
Wi-Fi.
Light Day.
Ooh. And I'm officially not the only one who drinks
Keeping it.
shitty.
Never.
No, Natty Lights has their
It's
place.
the season, I guess.
Definitely.
It's the season now. So
To be
gotta watch
fair,
my weight.
Natty Light, High Life, what else? You got a couple more.
Keystone, I'm always on some Keystone. Gotta go for that. High Life Light sometimes. I'm not, but I usually keep it High Life alone. Michelob Ultra is always a classic. Not just for golfing. Hams, yes.
For the Hampians.
Absolutely.
Hams.
Oh, don't forget Montucky. Montucky as well.
Yes.
Chris.
Though which one is better, Montucky or Hams? Because that's
Montucky all the way.
I haven't had Montucky.
We got to get you some.
yeah.
I'm down. Yeah, I don't think I've even seen it around here. I mean, I know we highlighted a post from was it whale or tortoise that had it in?
Well, for sure.
I think it was last year on 4th of July. Earl and I went out there, and they did $1 Montuckies or Hams at the bar. We just
Best day in beer history.
I just say no to that. And
It's probably the best day in American history, actually.
And
On
then
July 4th, the best thing that happened was the $1 Montucky or Hams at the Whale.
and the 30-pack of Montuckies was it $14, Earl?
Something ridiculous like that, man. You can't beat that.
No.
College prices.
Adam Green, I think you just summed up why none of us are educators. This day in history, cans of cold hams.
July 4th, 2019, America had its best day ever. No July 4th could ever top that in our country's history.
And in 1776, our founding fathers said, "We hope that in one day in the future, many will drink beer at the cheap." That was it. Hey, kiddo.
Special guest.
Hi.
Hello.
Eating hot dogs.
Hi, Yusuf.
Hi, Zahara.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
You got two kiddos now, right, Earl? So you got Zahara and Ziva. I know that, but they don't. I'm just telling everybody watching. But
The other one is hounding food somewhere.
No, she's inside trying to take a nap, and Mom asked to put her to sleep.
All right, nap time.
she's 2, and she can like run around and beat people up. I don't know the other one.
7.
He knows that.
Thank you, Mr. Frazier.
Well, Earl, what do you got going on today on this awesome Sunday day drink time?
I'm just out here at Mr. Chipper's. You see him, man in the grill.
I see that. Tell him I said hello. If he didn't live in Santan Valley, which is not Phoenix, you need a passport to get there practically.
It's Queen Creek now. He likes to let you know.
Did they annex it?
Yeah. Well, they just pushed it out further. I guess it goes by both names these days.
It's way the hell out east. I mean, way
Yeah.
too.
But it's pool day, just hanging out. It's nice and. But
Well, we appreciate you joining us for a drink out there.
of course,
What's on the grill? Instead of what are you drinking, what's on the grill?
Yes.
what's
what do
on
you
the grill? We got chicken now. Chicken at the moment.
Chicken of the moment.
Yeah.
So no seafood, because that man eats a lot of seafood. I know that much.
No seafood. Shrimp tacos are coming.
Okay, all right. I might come over after the show.
All right.
It's not so far east anymore.
It's not. I mean, if there's shrimp tacos, they might make it out there.
They're amazing.
It's By the way, I don't know if you guys have had this particular Bias Las Frescas, but god damn, it's good. I mean, I already said that, but
It's delicious.
So good.
Looks good.
it's real good. It's no answer juice. That's a whole different situation.
Not
You
much
guys-
is.
You guys have had stuff from the answer. Earl went to college out in Virginia, and we went out to Virginia one time, and he took me to the answer, and I'm pretty sure I heard like a church choir singing the first sip I had of answer juice. It was next level, and the food there is insane.
Yeah, if you like Vietnamese cuisine, it is tip top, man. That guy is awesome.
Oh yeah. Earl, favorite breweries in Virginia when you were in college? I know there's a whole bunch that you brought beers back from when you visited.
My favorite beer in college, like when I was going to college there,
Let's start there.
couldn't afford to go to many, but jeez, with breweries all over. But I mean, my favorites. I mean, now you got Answer, you got Vale. What else is there? Hardywood's always good. I'm always a big fan of their gingerbreads. Those are always good. I mean, they're just popping up. You got Brothers Craft in Harrisonburg, where I went to school. That's my favorite. Great friends of mine out there. And now I'm not just saying that because we're friends. You've had their beers.
I did.
I'm sure a few of you have now.
Too many of their beers.
No, I mean it's great. I'm trying to get back out there. I don't get as much as I used to, but with having friends out there, I get to get a little bit a taste from around there. I try to get back as much as I can, but I don't know. I mean, everyone's doing something really good out that way.
I'm gonna give everybody a couple minutes to take a moment if they want to ask you a question. I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Please ask.
He says, Beer Bob says, Earl, thanks for joining and being so far East Valley. What's your favorite local brewery?
Probably Wilderness. I live very close as well, but I mean, I think consistently they've done the best. But along with them, huge fan of Wren House as well.
Hey, us too.
Yeah. Those are probably my two. Those are my two.
Fair enough.
And that's not to say I'm sure that you haven't found other breweries that have beers that you enjoy, but just like consistently, Wilderness and Wren House are two that pump out hit after hit after hit.
Those are the most consistent, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, I enjoy beers from other breweries. And especially now, I mean, when I first got to Arizona, I was able to go more places. I had the freedom to just kind of drink beer all the time. But now, more kids, more responsibility. I don't get out as much unless I'm traveling. And that's usually my opportunity to try new beers. It's not home. So I either go somewhere else and grab them, or if I'm lucky enough to have someone share brews with me, that's usually where I get my fill from then. Usually other people, because I don't go to as many breweries as I used to.
Which, speaking of sharing brews, I still haven't gotten over the shipper case that somehow never made it. And
Never made it. Your coat was also in there. If we don't.
I had a jacket in there. There was easily $300 worth of beer, and it never made it.
Never made it. Very, very sad day. There was a lot of good beer in there too.
Cigar City, like members stuff and Angry Chair stuff I was bringing back for you guys. I'm not kidding. It was
Can I mourn the loss of beers that I never knew I was supposed to be trying until just now?
Yeah. Oh, it was about 15 beers, 16 beers.
and a bottle of rum too, I think.
Yeah, was it Gold Coast?
Yeah. Well,
actually, let me see if I got a little something somewhere.
All right, here we go. We're going on a trip, guys. Hey, what do you travel? What's up?
Well, he's on the move. I went and drain poured that awful seltzer.
The seltzer experiment has ended.
It's not fair.
I'm trying a different low cal, low carb option. This high noon vodka soda with grapefruit.
This is actually it. This is the rum. Right there.
Yep, that is the rum.
That's what you brought back. As you can tell, there's not much left.
Well, I didn't bring it back. It just never got to me.
Well, at least you had it while you were there.
Yes.
So,
Indeed.
Brett, I was going to say I've been trying to do some lower carb stuff as well. I tried the Firestone Walker Fly Jack.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's got the IPA itch. Like at that point, I think I might just rather grab a lager. Like Mind Haze, that's fine. That's a good, sustainable, everyday hazy. But the Fly Jack is just too thin, I think. Have you guys tried it?
I have not.
It's like 4% alcohol, 96 calories. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to give it another shot. I tried a can yesterday, and I was like, beer. Yeah,
At the end of the day, I'm like, I don't mind any sparkling seltzer, but the Trulies still have me. I'm sorry. And you had a Truly the other day, Earl, and you admitted it was good.
it was solid. I enjoyed it. But you know where my seltzers lie. Oh, we got another guest here.
Aha! You've got double NFL guests here. Look at that. You got old Coop. There he is. Jonathan Coop, everybody.
There he is, hiding in the background. Hello, friends.
Hi.
What's up? This is perfect for the Sunday day drink. It's like we just showed up to your barbecue, but we're there virtually.
Yeah, come on, man.
We're just there.
We're still socially distancing, guys. Oh, there it is. God.
Oh, Lord.
That's our hand sanitizer, a mouth sanitizer.
I think I just gagged, and then if you guys remember the TV show Chuck, when he has like the intersex flashback, I just smelled college in my face. Like,
that's about the healthiest thing you can put in your body on, you know. Yeah, that's true. Our Sunday drinking.
I thought was jungle juice. Which did everybody have a different name for that, depending on the region?
Party juice over in the Carolinas, I guess. PJ, but pajamas or projects.
Yeah, we were at Georgia. It was Hunch Punch for us.
A little hunch punch, huh?
Oh yeah, we did Hunch Punch.
You know what? Just turn that phone sideways, Earl, and tell Coop to join us.
Whoa, that's upside down. That's not how that camera works. Is anybody gonna take a shot with this? Is that
Boy, you guys missed the beginning of the show where Brett and I said we're a little hurt from yesterday.
Well, all right. Well, then let's fix it. Well, cheers, mates. Bless you all.
Cheers. Anybody got any questions for Earl or Coop before they go back to figuring out how that Everclear is going to feel in a few minutes?
It felt great. That's our second one.
Man, I'd love to get a little bit of an update on the season and what's the newest news. Like, how's training going? Any camp? What's up?
Well, teams have started. Me personally, I have not signed anywhere yet, but was able to send some recordings of workouts because no one can bring anyone in right now. So teams have definitely seen me run around and in the 110s. So just pretty much waiting right now. But so far, I've talked to a few guys. It's just a different platform right now, different way of doing things. Guys opting out, guys trying to navigate how they're, doing their everyday lives. It's a big question about family pretty much right now for a lot of guys. So, luckily me, I don't know if me coming back to Arizona, but I would play somewhere else most likely, and I wouldn't have to worry about coming home to my family, getting someone sick. So that's where a lot of guys are with. That's a very stressful and very difficult thing to decide whether if they're going to risk it, play, get sick, and then there'll be a chance of their family getting sick, their kids getting sick, their wives or girlfriends getting sick, or, mother, grandmother, football is a family within itself, but we also have a family outside of that family as well that we have to take care of, and it's hard to make that decision. We all want to play football, but we also have to think about the very scary and real thing that this pandemic is going on. It's something that we can't hide from, and a lot of guys are in a space where they can opt out, but there's a lot of guys who will take that risk, and hopefully no one gets sick. I haven't seen, I don't know not many people that have tested positive. I've been lucky enough. I know I posted on Twitter that I haven't been sick. I've tested negative 4 times. I've been frequently going to get tested because I've been traveling out the state, the country, still doing my part to stay safe. And I know I was just in Mexico last weekend, and everyone was taking precautions, but it was still a lot of fun, still just able to enjoy yourself. So, like I said, you just gotta, it's just a tough decision for everyone to make right now. So no one knows what's going to happen. So all we can do is just kind of wait and see. Hopefully it's not this, we can have a season this year. I'm banking on it. My optimism is very low. You see what's happening in other sports with baseball and basketball, and we're not in a bubble. We can't be contained that many people in one place. Baseball's hard enough, but I mean, it's one of those wait and sees. You don't know what's going to happen. I know I don't. I'm hoping to get a job and play this year, but if it doesn't happen, then we all got to find a different means of living right now. So
you saw that obviously some sports have started, but I think you and I were looking at it the other day and looking at the empty stands. They've figured out ways to fill it in. You saw that they're putting in like cutouts and seats and stuff like that. But
I mean, that's cool to a point. Football is different. We feed off fans. Other sports do as well, but there's nothing like home field advantage. You kind of can't get that with no fans. And no, the league is made up of a lot of guys who didn't have a chance to play around 50,000 people in college. So they got a feel for not having that many people around. So shoot, not even 20,000. So it's kind of very difficult to play with no one in the stands, but you kind of, at this point, you got to just kind of handle it. Baseball is like BP, so you just go out there and just try and hit balls and make it work. Amp yourself up. Football is a.
Adam Ledford might have a question for you, Adam.
I was just going to say, like, this is how fucked up 2020 is that Earl Watford is on our show saying we cannot be contained. We feed off of our fans, and both of those are really sad sentences that he said. God damn it!
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That is football. Fans make football. Like it is. Throwing footballs in the stands and just. I mean, I feed off of it. I try to not pay too much attention to it while I'm playing, but it plays a big part in how well you're playing. That momentum. You need it. Basketball is, you can play basketball at any given time. Baseball is always the same guys around each other. Like football, it's very difficult to play with no one there. And I'm not going to speak for everyone. I'm just for myself. We do it. That's our job. But that's hard to do. You've all been to games. You all watch games. You know how important it is for you as a fan to even be there. So to not have people in the stadium, and players to feed off the energy after a big score, or fourth down conversion, or.
I was saying to Coop the other day that I think that the crowd noise for not only the players, and I mean, this is what I would assume is the case, not only the players, but other fans and people watching at home, the crowd noise is kind of like the jingle of coins or the noise of a slot machine in Vegas, because you're conditioned. It makes you think.
Yeah.
Something. You
Yeah.
hear these things, and that's why we have like the defense chants and those. Like, it just clicks somewhere in the head. So I don't know.
Like Adam knows it'll feel like Thursday and Friday practice with the noise machine on. Like, like that's what games are going to feel like. It's going to feel like kind of like practice because we got sound playing instead of fans cheering. So it's wild. It's wild to have to do that.
Well, hold on a second. You said something just now that I think a lot of people don't know, and it's a fun little trivia fact, but the noise machine on.
Yeah, it can get really loud during practice. It's a lot of teams, I think all teams, have crowd noise, especially for if we're away, the home team will have crowd noise when the offense is on the field, and when we're home, the defense will have crowd noise while they're on the field. So that's kind of a thing to just pretty much how we get used to crowd noise and playing away or at home on offense and defense. And it's most of the time it's very loud, like louder than it can get on game day. So it's pretty cool, but that's what it's going to feel like. I feel like in when the season starts and games actually go on, it's going to feel like kind of like practice because there are no actual fans there. It's no one, we're not signing autographs. We're not dapping people up. We're not taking people wanting to take photos with us. It's going to be kind of strange, so we'll just see how it goes.
Who knows?
I don't know.
We could have Miracle Cure September because
that'd be great.
I said at the beginning of the show, Earl, that it was August, and I didn't realize how much time had passed. It's a bit done.
Quick.
Yeah. It's super quick. Adam Ledford, I know you have to run. You've got family stuff to get to, so we'll let you do that. Earl, do you have time to hang out with us for a few more minutes?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
All right.
Adam,
Cheers, everybody. Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Thanks, Earl.
See you, buddy. Guys, if you got any questions, feel free to ask him. Did he freeze drink?
One moment.
Great. You send that picture of the NFL teams right there.
100%. That's the exact image he put on the screen.
Right there.
All right, pop back in, Earl, when you get a chance. I'm going to put you off the screen for 1 second. Hi, guys. It's very nice to have you all next to me.
You know what I like? When we pop people on and off this show, you never know which part of the screen they're going to end up back on when you bring them back.
Really
we could distance you. You'll come back on the top left or the bottom. It's funny, I think.
You see what happens in quarantine? Adam Green finds that hilarious and entertaining. Where people will appear on our screen.
We have lowered our standards for comedy. For the love of God, people watch us.
You know what's funny? Like Earl was talking about, the crowd noise, and I mean, I would go cover some practices, and you would hear the crowd noise pumped in, and I'm pretty sure. I think it was like the Falcons got in trouble a few years back. I say a few years back. Time, who knows? Might be like 7 or 8 years back for playing it during games. Like you're not allowed to have artificial crowd noise during games.
Well, that definitely happens all the time, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're not supposed to. But like practices, it never struck me as that loud. But also, I'm not trying to hear a play count, play calls and snap counts and all those things. And I'm hoping we get Earl back after he, unfreezes, to ask him, because like I kind of wonder if you're a player and like there's actual crowd noise in a game, like and you're in a game, this really matters, right? So there's a different level of intensity and probably a different level of nerves that come with compared to when it's just practice crowd noise. So it's like, I don't know if that'll probably help some players who are like, yeah, whatever, I'm kind of relaxed now. Or then some others, like Earl was saying, he feeds off crowd noise, they'll be like, lose some of that intensity, It's like we've all been to games, and the crowd noise does seem to make a difference.
To Earl's point, if it's basically practice, how many Allen Iversons are there out there that are going to be like, we're talking about practice when it's actually the game, and they're just not going to be motivated?
Timely reference, Brett.
Oh yeah.
Jonathan Jacob Maggie says cars need to bring him back. Hey, I mean, for biased reasons, we all think so too, and honestly, probably.
For football reasons too.
They did refer to him as the Swiss Army knife. So
I wrote that story.
You did. And quick reminder for people who are new to the show and don't know this guy. This this guy. I don't know how to put it that way. So this guy used to cover the Cardinals. So you were a sports journalist. You were
how I met you.
Indeed.
You know, is that, you know, fun, you know, origin story. But yeah.
He's back, by the way.
I am back. My apologies. One of
Look
these
at
ways.
whoa, widescreen, Earl.
He just increased the wattage of Watford.
Am I freezing again?
No,
I
you're
think
good.
my phone just got very hot. It is whatever degrees it is outside these days.
They not have
Today.
internet.
Earl, we're gonna hang out. I think the boys have some questions for you, but real quick, I love once every few shows we get ourselves some trolls, and the trolls have great comments. Love them, right? So
Okay. I love it.
people say hello. Thank you, by the way. We're gonna give a little acknowledgement to everybody here. Mark Chada, I believe, is that.
Hey, Mark.
Mark says, "What up, peeps?" Franco. Hey, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you. He's drinking a hurricane. Good stuff. Or are you in a hurricane? Are you in Florida? Because that sucks.
Has it reached Florida yet? I don't think it's reached Florida yet.
I don't know.
The Sharpie might have got to Florida, though. We don't know.
But here's the thing. This was the beginning of Troll Town today. How much for the couch? What are these women talking about? Followed by, y'all ever drink on the couch?
I mean, I can answer that question, yes.
Yes. We drink on the couch, random troll.
Almost every day.
Is this The View? No, The View.
I like that one.
They were us.
I like that. They don't drink on The View that we know of. They say it's coffee and water, but could be tequila.
They get drunk
Burnett.
before they go on and deal with Meghan McCain.
Wait for it.
Just like,
Oh man.
coffee.
Any of y'all got a good looking couch to look at?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not home. I got a nice couch. I'm just not at home. It's kind of like a royal blue-ish thing going on. Actually, it's blue slate.
This guy loves couch. I'm thinking of Brick from
Whose couch does he?
No,
Whose couch does he want to see?
no. Cordell Hamilton clearly is the guy that wants to fuck yo couch.
Oh, wait for it. Who's got a couch for sale? Who are you, bro? But thank you for joining us. God damn it. I like this shit.
Craigslist, offer up.
No, I know that this is the best part. Hey, I'm inquiring about the couch.
Well, welcome to the 8th episode of Couch for Sale. We became Craigslist, I guess, now.
But none of us have a couch for sale.
I don't.
I'll sell mine for the right price.
That's true. If they're paying the right amount.
Yeah.
Man,
I have two couches. I got one that's blue slate, and the other is like a black, gray, marble-looking thing. That's in the music room, though.
Man, Earl, I'm not gonna lie. If this show was gonna become Craigslist, didn't think it was gonna be couches. I think it was gonna be more like misconnections, Craig.
I was hoping to just call this thing something like maybe Celebrity Couch Connection.
Ah. But we all have to be on couches, so.
It would be
next episode.
If everybody was sitting on a couch like Hasselhoff, just like that would
next
be
episode. Should do that. Should start it off with that.
Oh,
I'm sure you guys will come up with something.
Oh man,
I wish there's auction happening in our comments though, but for what couch we don't know.
I don't know, but for some reason I feel like I have to go buy a couch now.
And there was actually a really good hazy IPA from Sasquatch Brewery in Portland that was called Free Couch, and it was basically the can art was a Craigslist ad.
We shared that. I remember that beer.
It was.
I would not pay $50 for it, but I remember that beer. It was good.
We're at the halfway point, a little bit past it, so I'm going to ask everybody that's watching to tell us what they're drinking, throw it in the comments. Earl, what do you have in your hands now? Did you grab something else, or are you still nattying it up?
Natural abilities all day. All day.
Fair
Watching my weight. I'm just here to enjoy my 3.2 carbs, Yep.
I appreciate that, Earl. You went through the list of like in-season beers, like what you drink during the season compared to what
Pretty
you drink
much.
off season.
I go away from them a few times, to get some good stuff, but this is like good. It's light. It's also 100+ here, so it's that and tequila, pretty much the healthiest things you can put in your body. It's better than soda. It's better than drinking Coca-Cola.
Professional athlete right here.
Pepsi.
What
You
was
expect me to go drink, Diet Mountain Dew or something? Which I did used to love Mountain Dew.
I mean, who didn't? Like,
Beer is healthier. Beer is healthier than soda. So we can agree on that.
I just love that the adult version of essentially what Earl just said was like part of a balanced breakfast. Like tequila and natural light, part of a balanced breakfast. That's what it was.
Okay, I guess I did start breakfast time.
Side note, because we were talking about Trulies, and I have still been trying to push this Truly sponsorship. I might be able to get him involved. You guys can pay us. Seriously, just pay us. Just pay us money. We'll drink Truly all day.
I'm not allowed to do that, but
No, I mean I am.
well, definitely you.
This logo
Send him Truly. You can have a Truly banner right behind his head.
right there.
It's a blank wall, no art or anything there. So definitely send him a Truly's banner and a few cases of Truly. I don't know, at Truly or whatever they go by on social media.
Got no art there. You know what else he doesn't have there is a couch.
Couch is on the other side.
Well, James Oliver is apparently drinking couch night.
Does this mean we arrived? We get like the random not today, Russia.
I love the internet. I hope it's someone in Russia. I really do. Like, if this is how election campaign meddling starts, is by talking about couches on live streams, I'm in. I want to read all the comments. Boys, you got a question for him?
Ask away. Actually, I have something real quick. Why is the U of A? Is that a football hanging next to you right there?
Oh, you're damn right it is.
Oh my! And the basketball.
Because when you do a video show and Yusuf can't stop me from doing that, I'm gonna
plug that. I love it. We all love our alma maters,
right?
Yeah, you're picking the wrong team, buddy. Wrong team.
The best, you know my favorite team in Arizona, so we're not gonna go there.
The Phoenix Rising?
No, that school and Flagstaff. Come on now. Root for 'em. Best football team. That's the best football team in Arizona.
The consummate diplomat that Earl is, he clearly recognized that there were two teams here, and then there had to be a school up north that people forgot about.
It's a lot cooler up there too.
It is.
My reasonings.
I like this. Jacob Maggie says, "Talk some UA trash."
I have nothing bad about this. Nothing bad to say about UA.
That's Arizona.
I think they're doing a great. I think. Oh my God, my phone's dying again.
No.
I'll be back. It's hot outside.
All right, we got a few minutes left. Come back and see us at the end. Man, he's always a blast to chat with, but it is. I mean, he shared some valid points and interesting thoughts about how people are approaching the season right now, especially him as a free agent at the moment. And I mean, you guys. So for those of you who don't know, these guys also have another podcast. They have a podcast. They do a sports podcast. Tell them a little bit about it. Now it's a university of, I won't say their name completely. Podcast.
Those guys right there. Yeah, see, it's a plug for that. Kind of. Yeah, that's all you had. I just gave you. You could have a 10-second elevator pitch. You can't fucking interest somebody in listening to something with, "I have a football. You should listen to me." Like, that doesn't. What? That does nothing. Is this not enough for you?
It works even worse when Adam pulls that on the podcast and he points to something completely audio-based medium. No, but yeah, we've had a lot of that conversation in the last couple of weeks on the podcast Wildcat Radio 2.0, and it's like people got to remember that these are human beings, not just there for our entertainment, and they have families and their coaching staffs and the support staff, and they go home and have to interact with them. Defensive staff has, a lot of years of experience that makes me a little concerned. They are a target profile for the worst outcomes of coronavirus. So, and it's an interesting thing for the college because you can't bubble pro athletes, have fun trying to do it with 125 guys on a football roster times 65 Power 5 teams that are college kids, half of whom probably don't believe in coronavirus.
Well, I mean,
like, the dumbest thing though you hear, and like this has come up, I mean, it's really been months now, is people are like, sports media people don't want football back, or they don't want, because when they say, hey, we understand there's concerns here, like Earl was saying, like, people's jobs depend on these leagues happening. That doesn't mean that people who understand that aren't saying there's a pandemic going on right now. There's an inherent danger with these sports continuing. So it's not saying, if you say, I personally, I don't expect football to happen. I don't. I think too many players are going to opt out and decide it's not worth it until there's a much better.
I think you're batshit crazy. America would have a fucking civil war with football.
But like
this
country have that anyway.
I mean,
but like baseball telling you, without a bubble, it's damn near impossible to have 0 cases. And when you have 1 or 2 cases, it could balloon within one team. Then if they play, it's really difficult. So I'm totally pessimistic. I don't see it happening. But that doesn't mean I don't want it to happen. Like, I want to see football. Like, my job, my livelihood doesn't depend on it happening. But I would like to have football season.
We want sports so bad that if you guys remember a few months ago when Spike Ball was on ESPN, that game someone pitched on Shark Tank? People were excited.
I watched it.
People love that game.
It's great.
It's fun to watch. I wouldn't play it.
I mean, no, bullshit. I bet you if I showed up right now in an hour with a Spike Ball set in that backyard, you would play Spike Ball.
We get it going.
See? and the
takes a little athleticism.
And the funny thing is, if we live streamed it, and since there are 2 football players at the house right now, people would definitely watch us play Spike Ball.
That is true.
I mean,
you let me know. I'll go order it. They have it at Target, so we can go do it.
Hey Earl, you should talk to the people at the NFL, because I feel like they should just replace the Pro Bowl with Pro Bowl athlete, like NFLers playing Spike Ball, and just put that on TV.
So what the Pro Bowl used to be. All the fun stuff.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, watching all the fun things happen in the Pro Bowl, bench press and all types of games, tug of war. That's when it was the best.
Because
now it's
no
just
one
a game.
cares about the game. Like, how can you care about a football game that doesn't matter when it's like, we just don't want to get hurt?
I think we should just go with professional flag football at this point. Sounds great. It's a little bit of
Speaking of, I'm reading Beer Bob's little message here. This is cool. Do I think it's going to start on time? Yes, I think it's going to start on time. Doesn't mean it's going to finish on time. First game, who you got? U of A or ASU? NAU.
Does NA stand for National University in this context? Because they're not playing in that game.
You get, hold on. I'm holding his feet to the fire on this one. I know that you equally respect both teams, and I will overlook that fact. But
yeah, of course.
I will say this: if you just had to make a quick pick, I will tell you that they took the Territorial Cup and made it the first game of the season. They flipped it completely upside down. So
smart, just get it out the way.
The first one,
it's the only football game that's going to happen there.
And the game is in Tucson. So,
well, the only reason I know is because of Adam's tweets, and they've gotten some guys. But
I know
coaching. I'm going coaching here. I'm going to go ASU.
I'm not going to say you're wrong. You know what bothers me? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, I've been following like a little bit. I just see it in passing and reading, but I'll go. I will give the edge to ASU. It'll be close, but neither one of them are no contenders for anything, in my opinion. But
for Arizona,
I also my school is in a different division, conference, league. But we would love to play you guys. Either one of you.
I don't know if for those of you guys who don't know, he went to James Madison. I don't know how well that game would go.
It would go very well in our favor. I really do think so.
I'm a
It'd
big
be a lot better than people would expect, honestly. But
I'm a big AC fan. I think you guys would probably. It'll be a good game.
it's always. I'm still hashtagging fear the FCS. I think we're just better. We get one winner, not 25,000 bowl games.
I want to switch gears real quick. I don't know if either of you guys have a quick question, but I'm gonna ask you something, Earl, that we brought up earlier. Do you guys have a question for me before I do? Good talk.
Yeah.
We were talking about sequels to films coming out because you got that new Bill and Ted now, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for them, not gonna lie.
And I was saying I didn't know that they were actually going to make a sequel to Coming to America.
I'm not a fan of that. I don't think they should do that.
What would you want to see a sequel of that is like an old throwback right now?
An old throwback. Ooh, a movie that, man, I don't know. I don't think I want to see a sequel to things. I'm more interested in watching a prequel. I want to see what happened before. Actually, you know what? I'll change that. I want another. I need M. Night Shyamalan to come out with another film ASAP. ASAP.
I need M. Night Shyamalan to stop making movies.
No, because Glass was great. You can't deny it. It was great.
I thought Glass was not that good, and I really loved Unbreakable. That's like one of my most underrated movies.
It's unreal.
No, Unbreakable was great. The Village was what?
Oh well, we're talking about the. No, see, you're going off here. We're talking,
We're talking good M. Night Shyamalan movies? Great. The list was short. Unbreakable.
It's not short. What is short? Disrespect my Philadelphian brother. Come on, get it together here. I want to see that continue, honestly.
All right, that's fair.
That story is great. I don't know if anyone watched Glass, but to watch the end of that I'm excited for more movies.
I didn't see that one.
Well, watch it so you can understand what I'm talking about.
I'm too busy. There's so much going on right now. I just don't have the time for that.
Oh, well, this live stream is at 52 minutes. You could at least watch 2/3 of it in that time.
Your mom says another 48 hours because both guys might be batshit crazy now.
Might be.
Another.
Another.
We did joke earlier that it would be great to get another Fast and the Furious, but unfortunately, I think that's probably still going to happen no matter what.
Tokyo Drift is the best one. I will not be debated on this.
That's them's fighting words, man.
That's worse than the couch trolls, right there.
Shout out to the Tokyo Bros.
Hey, do you want to go pick up some old cars and go drifting later?
I wish I could. I might change the wheels on my Tesla. We can get it going.
Let's do it.
Speaking of, make it work.
You did get a Model Y recently.
Yes.
Which is the most recent one. And what do you think?
I love it. I sold my 3 for that, which I love the 3. I made it purple, as many people saw, but the Y has a little more space, and I love it. Now we just get to the truck now. Cybertruck all the way. You'll see me flying down your streets at maximum speeds.
That thing, I still think, looks like the Warthog from Halo. I'm sorry.
The Puma. It's the Puma, Yusuf.
Lorenzo says a sequel to Ronin or Catch Me If You Can.
Ooh.
Catch Me If You Can is a great movie, but also based on a true story, so probably not a sequel.
Yeah. They caught me. They caught me. Is his time working for them? I don't know. That's strange.
Beer Bob, I appreciate your humor on this one. Adam doesn't have time to watch movies. He's busy selling his couch.
He's in a chair now. I'm in a chair now.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, by the way, if you're still watching Couch Guy, would you like to buy a Lazy Boy? We have one. We're auctioning a Lazy Boy.
I think this doesn't recline, which is boring.
All right. Last
$10.
touch before you go, Earl. Sorry, go ahead. Somebody was say something.
I was going to say $10. It doesn't recline.
$10 seems fair. Doesn't recline.
Doesn't recline.
All right. So we started talking video games at some point before the show started.
Yep.
We were throwing back to old school video games.
Okay.
So top 3 video games of your childhood. We'll go around, but Earl, you go first.
My favorite game of all time is Shenmue, the very first one. 3 just came out recently. Not recently. Almost a year ago now. Seems like. That's #1 top game ever. Big fan of Fallout 3, which I guess isn't old, but we're talking greatest games.
You also, so I know we're talking childhood, but you also are spending a lot of time playing Animal Crossing right now because
but not as much. I'm about to start over again. I'm kind of pissed at myself in that game. I'm like mad at myself. It's annoying. I'm frustrated. And 3 Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Go get the remake. They did a pretty good job on it. But a PlayStation classic in my book. But I didn't go too old school, which I could.
Adam, you got one that comes to mind?
Huh?
You got one that comes to mind?
Of like favorite games? I was just thinking like Earl's childhood games had more than 8 or 16 bits when it came to the kind of the graphics. But like I grew up on Tecmo Super Bowl on the Nintendo. I loved that game.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, like Tecmo Super Bowl on the regular Nintendo, Mario Kart on Super Nintendo, and then Halo on the Xbox. Those are the 3 games that I probably spent the most time playing, just like as my childhood, as I grew up a little bit. But Tecmo Super Bowl was the first game that kept stats. You could do an entire season; it would keep the stats for you. And then Mario Kart is Mario Kart.
What? You should have just did it by system then.
That would actually make sense if we did it by console. That would be
Nintendo. Nintendo's easy though. You got Metroid. Like, come on, get it together. Like that's #1, without a doubt. Let me play Metroid all day. I don't care. I won't play no other game.
Frogger, Galaga, and the OG Street Fighter, which, by the way, top 3 games. Like, I put Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat next to each other, but I prefer Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. That chick with the leg kick, her name was Chun-Li. It still is Chun-Li because I think video game characters don't die because she'd be really old right now.
They don't die.
Sam Bridges says, Rampart, Age of Empires. Bro, you are taking it like
Contra
95 back.
Let's keep going. We get some Metal Slug going on.
Ooh, that was a good one. And Contra,
I still play it. I play it on the Switch too now.
Hold on. Beerbot says Contra Tecmo Bowl Skate or Die. I haven't seen that name in a while. Pitfall, Defender.
Galaga is great, dude. Galaga is like you can't beat that.
But we're at this point we've reached you've aged yourself, guys. If you tell us the game, you age yourself.
I love Galaga. I still play Galaga almost every day.
Fun.
Brett.
Look what we picked up today that is apropos of this conversation.
Nice.
It's got quite the
Star Fox 2. Is that Star
Yeah.
Fox 2?
What is going on? It's got Star Fox 2.
Super Metroid. Come on. Play that all day. There is no other games.
Yeah,
Just give
that's
it
why we literally got this and got home like 5 minutes before this was starting, and Ellie was already setting it up. And I was like, we need to wrap this show up early today, guys, because
all day.
And then you stuck around. Aside from the old school stuff, I will say this. So I was a big fan of Super Mario RPG, even though I never owned a Nintendo. If you guys remember that game, and it was obscure, but it was great.
Yep.
For the Sega Genesis, obviously Street Fighter 2 and Bonanza Brothers, super old, really weird, fun game.
Hey, Yusuf,
That's a strange list that I respect.
this has Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting. I don't know if that's like a weird version of Street Fighter 2.
It's really fast, painfully fast. Like Lupe Fiasco would kick my ass at it fast. That's how fast it is.
We gotta do arcade games next time.
I mean, if we must.
Well, if we do, last thing, we would like a rematch on NFL Blitz. or NBA Jam anytime.
In my house. We can do NBA Jam here.
He does have an NBA Jam arcade machine in his house now. So
That is awesome. I have no room for that, or I would definitely get all the arcade games. I'll buy another house just to put arcade games in it. I'll make my own Cobra.
ooh, Killer
And
Instinct.
I will live there.
The greatest fighting game ever, Killer Instinct.
Killer Instincts. I remember the first
That's
time
two.
we downloaded it to play it at my house one time years ago. Yep, we did. Killer Instinct.
That is my favorite fighting. That and Bloody Roar are my favorite fighting games ever.
Chris McBeth says he's drinking Costco samples. Great.
He's watching this while he's walking around Costco.
I think he just started watching.
Is Costco doing samples?
No.
I hope not.
Oh, man.
I was at Costco earlier this afternoon. There were no samples and a lot of people wearing masks incorrectly. So it was a fun trip.
Well, I know we were going to wrap the show up a little early. Earl, I appreciate you hanging out with us. Before you go, we'd like to quick toast with you and then hang tight when we do end the show. But I'm going to touch base on everybody
I
else.
switched it up.
Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. What you got?
A little Smashing Sandcastles from Revision.
Ooh.
Not a fan of it, but
I like the name.
yeah, name's great. You know, little Sleepy Well classic here.
Last thing from Jonathan Jacob Maggie says track and field, Dragon's Lair, and Cyberball. Okay, NES.
Has anyone played Legends of Dragoon though? The top 5 PlayStation games ever.
Listen, top 5
Like,
PlayStation games ever is
It's like 6 discs too, if you can get through them.
it's a worthy conversation to have that would take half an hour.
That's true. We'll just make an episode about drinking and games.
Indeed. We should do that sometime.
Do that. We can definitely do that.
But hey, support the show, guys. SocialDistanceDrinkingClub.com. It's on the bottom there. Earl, I've got a little bit of beer left here, so I will toast with you, my friend. Thank you for joining us.
Perfect. Glad you guys let me on.
Oh, anytime, my friend. You're always welcome to join us. Don't leave us just yet, but you guys watching on the other side of the screen, thank you guys for joining us today. It's been another episode of the Social Distance Drinking Club. We'll see you on Tuesday, 7:30. Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing, guys. One thing. We have a special guest soon, and if you know who he is, you'll be excited. Mr. Zane Lamprey will be joining us in the next week or two. And on that note, adios, amigos.